Good morning, guys. It's September 14th. I am back with your daily wisdom shot. I'm sorry I missed a couple days. It's been a little crazy. Everybody knows Hurricane Florence is coming into the mid-Atlantic as we speak. And while I'm not located there, I am getting ready to lead a team to help with animal relocation and rescue efforts. So this might or might not be my last reading for a while, but I did want to check in with everybody and give you an update on the energy going on and do your reading, and also remind you that I still have a special going on for readings, 17 cards for $25 throughout the rest of the month. Do know, obviously, that if you purchase a reading, it just might be a bit longer before I get to do it, probably about a week, whereas I typically get them done within 3 or 4 days. So it will be just a bit longer than usual for those readings, but please do take advantage of that special. People are definitely liking the results that they're getting. So I have, and I have to apologize, my energy is different today because I'm like really getting into that, like, I'm really in my masculine energy, like in that strive, achieve, go, go, go mode, because I have to be right now. So I may be less receptive than usual, but still psychic AF. So don't worry, I'm giving you an accurate reading. All right, I used the Animal Tarot cards today by Doreen Virtue, which I don't use very often, but I just felt like I wanted to today. And what we've got here, first of all, the bottom of the deck is the Prince of Summer, which is the equivalent of the Prince of Cups or the Knight of Cups. And I'm really definitely feeling like some more emotional stuff is kind of coming up this week, but in a more positive way. So, so that's good. I mean, I think that there will be some sharing of feelings and emotions that move different relationships forward or provide some clarity for people, especially if you are kind of in a difficult place with a romantic relationship. I feel like some of that is going to be gaining clarity this week. And the card is a frog who is like the frog prince. So basically, like, it could be that we receive some surprises this week that, you know, something that we thought was not moving forward or maybe was not something we were interested in the past might come up and make itself available, and then all of a sudden reveal itself to be a prince, so to speak. So so definitely keep yourself open to the unexpected, or it could even be a same person who we thought, you know, had just moved on or maybe was not into it or something like that, and they like were simply hiding their feelings and reveal themselves to be more authentic this week or so. So the first column I have is the Princess of Spring, the Monarch Butterfly, with Justice, the number 8 card in this deck, and that's the elephant. And what I'm getting from this is that this is a brand new start after having leveled some scales. So it's like we leveled up in our energy, which I think I said in not so many words in my last reading, but it's like we cleared a lot of stuff and balanced a lot of karmic energy in the last few weeks, definitely last few months, but it's, you know, kind of circling around to tighter and tighter cycles where it's going faster and faster, the different cycles of releasing and balancing, right? So we're just starting now a new one after having balanced a really big chunk of it. I'm looking at the elephant and seeing like that's a really big chunk of karma. And I think that we're beginning to get on track and we're beginning to follow our higher selves more. The elephant I consider to be a very a symbol of a very psychic type animal. So that's us inhabiting our or our higher self starting to inhabit our physical body more, and us being able to follow that direction with less confusion than in the past. And of course, the butterfly is obviously metamorphosis. It's transformation, transition, and we've just gone through that. So the first column often to me represents the recent past, and that's where we are. The elephant is also a very grounded animal. Obviously, it's huge with huge feet, and it's very earthy. So it loves to roll in the mud. It loves to play in the water. That to me is a very a grounded type animal. And the clarifier for the monarch butterfly and the elephant is the ace of coins. So for me, this is allowing us to really stabilize and move forward in the physical world in this new cycle. Even though a lot of energies are still transitional, just be in the knowing that you are stable and safe. So if your emotions are going up and down right now, that's normal and that's okay. Just again, be in the knowing that you're stable and safe. And that will help you move through that emotional, transitional kind of energy. Yeah, we're just getting a lot of victory, a lot of sun type energy coming out after this last transitional period. So take a moment to pause in that and to like be grateful. I'm getting a lot of gratitude, feeling gratitude right now. So be grateful for how far you've come in however long you've been doing this. And of course that goes in cycles too. I mean, if I think about myself, I feel like I was born with a certain level of awakeness, I guess, and then it sort of went in cycles of what happened when I was 7, and then when I turned 14, and usually in 7-year cycles for me. You might be different, but our most recent cycle has been pretty intense for most people in the last 9 to 12 months. So anyway, the point is, think about that and have gratitude, even though it has been a long, hard journey. Look back to where you were at that time and where you've where you've gotten to, and just realize the immense amount of growth and how much you've accomplished, and that you are in a much better place right now, because I'm pretty sure most people would agree in some sense that there is something that has improved massively throughout this process of shedding the old, and throughout the process of transforming and purging all this old energy. Okay, moving on to the middle column, we have the 7 of Autumn, which is the cow, with the Queen of Summer, the Swan. And I'm really getting from this that I keep focusing on that cow, just like looking out of the frame of the photo, of the card, hey, what's up? What are you doing? What's up? And I just kind of feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity coming around emotional issues right now. And somebody who may have been kind of standoffish or not so open with their emotions, kind of like, I'm looking at the Swan here, where she represents the Queen of Summer, which would be open with their emotions, but I'm looking at her like she's a little bit standoffish. And she's going to be opening up, putting an end to this, waiting and wondering what this person is feeling or thinking. And there's just going to be some more clarity surrounding these emotional issues. And it kind of goes back to the Prince of Summer, where we were talking about somebody who may be expressing more of how they feel, or their perspective on something. This is going to be a greater flowing of that emotional energy coming through either you or another person. And for me, I feel like it could really go either way, or it could go both ways, to be honest. It's quite possible that everyone is feeling this energy right now. So we're not really talking about you versus someone else, but we're talking about everyone is leveling out the playing field and becoming more emotionally open and stable so that they feel less threatened when sharing this kind of information. That to me shows a lot of healing in the heart chakra and in the solar plexus chakra, so that you are starting to feel that kind of safety around expressing yourself. If you are not feeling that kind of safety, then to me this is the message that it's important for you to allow that healing to occur, because this kind of emotional truth is central right now, and it's necessary for you to sort of take your place where you should be at this time. That's blocking you. If you're not doing it, that's blocking you, and you're going to need to release that. It's clarified by the 5 of Diamonds, which really is in the same vein, where, like, you know, you may have been shutting people out for a while, or you may have felt shut out. So it's time to turn that around. It's time to enter the brightly lit church, or whatever the typical tarot card usually shows. So come in from the cold, so to speak. So that is happening, or if it's not happening, it's supposed to be happening, and that's a blockage that needs to be cleared, a very core blockage that needs to be cleared as soon as possible. And that's by allowing vulnerability and allowing yourself to be seen. I just am looking at this cow, like trying to be seen, trying to be noticed. So allow yourself to be noticed and seen. It's okay. It's safe. It's safe to share your emotions. It's safe to love. It's safe to care about other people, regardless of what other people's reactions are. The important part is it's about you, and it's about you taking that step, clearing that blockage, and having that confidence to express yourself, because that is you standing in your power. And if you don't do it, you know, that's you blocking your own power, and potentially a lot of great things in your life are being bottlenecked because of that blockage. Moving on, the final column, which to me is usually the near future, or the very near future, like almost the present, but, you know, within the next, like, day or so, usually I find with these readings, because I do them every day. We have the 7 of Spring and the 4 of Summer. And here I'm getting, again, this assertive energy, whereas, like, before you were trying to get the courage up to be assertive about your emotional state. Now you're being assertive, and you're not really you don't want to change the way that you decide to express yourself or your personal truth based on anyone else's reactions or beliefs. So if it's truly your truth and not just, you know, something based in illusion, so there's a big comparison to look at. Is it truth? If it is truth, then you're not letting anyone, or you should caution yourself about letting anyone affect that in any way. Be courageous in your truth. Be courageous in standing in your own power. You've been distracted for a long time with, like, the mundane responsibilities of your life, the slow-moving kind of heavy blockages that are holding you back in some sense, and you've not been standing in your power and standing in your truth, and it's time to stand up now. It's time to step into your mission. It's time to show your true self to the people who you either want in your life or need to clear more blockages and karma by standing up to. It's time to stand in your power as the divine being that you are, because every one of us is a spark of the divine. There's a purpose and a mission for every single one of us. And though those things may be very different, it's really, really important that we begin to stand in that mission, especially people who are considered like light workers, and other people who are doing things to help the planet or help humanity. So important right now. Do not let the stagnancy hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let confusion or uncertainty of where you're supposed to necessarily go hold you back. Begin by simply expressing yourself and expressing your truth, and you are going to find your tribe, so to speak. The clarifier is the Eight of Hearts, which would support moving away from the things that are not in your truth, or are not for your highest good, or are not supporting this mission that you're embarking upon. This is walking away from the people who are too bogged down in illusion or their own ego to be able to allow you to be who you are. And that's what's most important right now. Standing in your divine power. Be who you are. Don't let anyone tell you who that is. All right? You can certainly listen to their advice and what they have to say, but anyone giving you true advice is going to be building you up and is going to be encouraging you to stand in your power, not encouraging you to be smaller than who you are. And that is a real tragedy. Bottom of the deck for the clarifiers was the Eight of Clubs, which is like the Eight of Wands. So to me, this tells me we are embarking upon very swift motion forward from this point on. And so it is so important to stand in your truth and hold your divine light and be who you need to be, standing up against whoever is encouraging you to shield your light from the world, because you're needed. Everyone is needed, and the time is now. Okay, I hope that this is helpful to some of you. If anyone has any interest in knowing about the rescue mission that we're going on this week, please comment or reach out, and I will certainly share the animal rescues information. And as we start needing support from the public, I will keep anybody informed who would like to be. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. I love you. Bye.